Official says. President Trump says what's being reported by Iran state media about the agreement is untrue.
President Trump posting this morning to rumors that Iran would receive billions of dollars up front, posting the terms that Iran leaked out to the fake news have nothing to do with the terms that were agreed to in writing. What they said, including their weak and pathetic statement on having a deal, bears no relation to the truth. Very dishonorable people to deal with. With them, there is no such thing as dealing in good faith. Amazing. Iran's foreign minister saying the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding has never been closer.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Now Pakistan's foreign minister says the text of a deal is final and agreed to. With all this optimism, oil prices are falling, down around 4% since yesterday. The suspect is dead after a mass shooting and standoff in Midland, Texas.
At least one person was killed. Midland Memorial Hospital revealing it received 9 victims from the incident, noting 3 have been discharged. 3 are still in surgery and 2 are in stable condition.
Our thoughts and our prayers are with these families, with the community of Midland, and with all of those that were involved today.
The mayor stressing the investigation into the shooting is ongoing. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
A federal judge in D.C. says President Trump's name still has to come off the Kennedy Center by today.
U.S. District Judge Christopher Cooper denied a request to pause his earlier ruling. Late Thursday, the Justice Department filed a last-minute appeal on behalf of the Kennedy Center's Trump-appointed Board of Trustees, seeking to keep the president's name on the building. Judge Cooper ruled on May 29th that Trump's name was illegally added to the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, finding only Congress could change its name, and ordered all references to Trump must be removed by June 12th.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. America's listening to Fox News.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately. Broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone. Because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you. All based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
SpaceX stock is at $161 a share. It was $176, up from $150 when it started being traded for the first time today, making founder Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire. On paper, at least. He can't sell that stock yet. The first World Cup game for the U.S. men's national team is tonight.
Team USA will begin its quest for a World Cup tonight in front of their home fans at Los Angeles Stadium as the team faces Paraguay in its opening contest. These two squads faced each other in a friendly last November, which saw benches clear in stoppage time. It should lead to a great opening contest in this World Cup, with the Americans trying to silence the critics. Star Christian Pulisic told reporters Thursday that he knows what his team is capable of.
We're a really good team. We're able to compete with anyone, and we want to be a real force in this tournament.
Kickoff is scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Tony Genualdo, Fox News.
An Ariana Grande song is removed from a White House social media video.
The demand from Ariana Grande came in response to the White House posting a TikTok video earlier this month promoting its crackdown on immigration that used the song Bye from her 2024 Eternal Sunshine album, saying, quote, President Trump has delivered the most secure border in history. Grande responded in the comments section saying, quote, please do not ever use my music in relation to this barbaric, inhumane, heinous nonsense. The track has since been muted on the video. Other musicians who have told the Trump administration to stop using their music in the president's second term include Sabrina Carpenter, SZA, Kenny Loggins, and Olivia Rodrigo. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
A fire that destroyed a massive medical equipment warehouse in Tracy, California could burn for days, firefighters say, and that sprinklers and hydrants weren't working. It appeared to be a problem with the system, not city's supply. That warehouse is 1 million square feet, owned by Medline, a major medical surgical products provider. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Oh, did you say, sir, The Tim Beckman era?
The Band of Brothers.
I did, yeah. If we're doing this in the Tim Beckman era,
we use the word Oski.
It's gonna be a little scant.
Equals the knowledge.
A little scant.
Can you name 5? Give you 5 from that era?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could make that. What about 10? Could you do 10?
I think so.
Coop, could you do 10 from the Beckman era?
I don't think I could do 3.
We use the word Oski.
Oh, we came up with way more than 3 yesterday. ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis Allen, Evan off today. But our brand new intern, I'm calling her our Quintern.
Oh, I like that.
Do you like that?
I like that.
Quinn Flavin is in studio with me, brand new intern. And yesterday, Quinn, we were trying to successfully, I think we did an excellent job, come up with the top 10 players from the Tim Beckman era. Mm-hmm. There was some debate about Nathan Shieldhouse, whether or not he should count. Evan, this was Evan putting the list together, not you and I.
No.
But Evan came up with 10 excellent players, and Shieldhouse was not on the list. There was a little bit of debate about that, and he's like, well, in my opinion, Shieldhouse isn't really a Beckman guy. The argument back was he set all of his records his senior year under Beckman.
Yep.
But it was fun stuff. We appreciate you spending some time with us on a Feel Good Friday. And I was also thinking about this, Quinn. Mm-hmm. So World Cup underway, right? All right. Yep. You know, Evan's kind of a soccer freak, right?
Evan's kind of a soccer freak, just a little bit.
Yeah, he's really into it. He's really excited about the World Cup. He said he was going to Nashville this weekend for a wedding. Mm-hmm. As I was pulling into the station, I was like, you know what? I'm not so sure that's true. I think he lied. I think he's just staying at home to watch soccer is what he's doing.
Really? I thought you were going to say he was traveling somewhere to go see soccer live.
No, I don't think he would do that. I think he would just stay at home. Like I'm waiting. He has this thing where he'll post a selfie with his feet up, and you just see his socks and the TV in the background. He's the king of that picture. I'm waiting for that to happen.
For it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something tells me it won't happen in a hotel or something like that in Nashville. I think he's going to be at home. Now, I have no proof. I have no evidence of this, but it's just a feeling I have. How's your day going? We're 2.5 minutes into day 2 of you here with us on the drive. Yeah. How's your Friday?
It's going. I've been here for a couple hours. Got to do a pretty cool interview with Dane Eisenmenger earlier, a little presser there.
Yes.
About the new Illinois recruit, so having a pretty good day.
Yes, Dane Eisenmenger was just on with us and other members of the media. And that wrapped up maybe about a half hour or so ago. And a lot of good stuff. I know a lot of people from around here are very, very excited about that. Mm-hmm. We're going to play it. It's a quick segment. It's not a very, very long interview, probably about 10 minutes or so. But what were your impressions of Dane and maybe some of his poise and how he handled the interviews that were coming in?
I think for this week being as chaotic as I'm sure it was for him, he handled it with great poise, and I think he's already kind of in that PR trained area. But I get it, and I'm excited to see kind of where the local kid goes from here.
Very good. Well, that is how we're going to start the show. In just a moment, we'll get into all of Dane's comments, and we got to ask some questions. Our very own Diane Ducey got to ask some questions as well, so some good content coming up in just a moment from Dane Eisenmenger, the Tolono Unity quarterback, an incredible young athlete on his way to join Brett Bielema and the Illini for the 2026 season. That commitment happened a couple of days ago. Also, Jordan Sigler from Shy City Sports. He covers the Bears for them. He's going to be hopping on with us about 3:25. We'll talk with him. And it's probably a good thing that Evan is out of here for today, because Tristan Thomas from WCIA 3 Sports. Do you know Tristan? Are you aware that Tristan and Evan are going to play head-to-head in a celebrity charity basketball game on Sunday?
I did not know that was
happening.
This
is happening. And somehow it feels like my good friend Evan Stone's trying to weasel out of it. He told me off air, he's like, I might have to do the play-by-play. I was like, what? I've been angling for that job.
Yeah.
I want that job, not you. It's this Sunday. But Tristan's going to join us. I don't know how much trash he's going to talk. It'll be kind of tough without Evan here, but Tristan's going to join us and talk about that game and the local sports going on. St. Joe Ogden, a little bit later on this evening, playing for a chance to win the IHSA State 2A championship in baseball. Their Final Four game is at 7 o'clock. We had talked with Carson Gordy yesterday, Quinn, and kind of joked about having him come in and co-host with us. Honest to goodness, Carson tried. He really tried to come in here for the 3 o'clock hour and join. He did. Couldn't get the schedule to work, so I know it's how it goes. But without further ado, a local boy that is doing pretty well for himself. He's going to be a part of the quarterback room at the University of Illinois for 2026. And after a successful career with the Tolono Unity Rockets, this is Dane Eiseminger meeting with the media just a little bit ago.
Hey, Dane, what's the life been like for you the last couple of days since this all became public?
It's been awesome, everybody reaching out from the community and just getting to know everybody on the staff and on the team and getting ready to go. And I'm really excited to get started next week.
I understand you went to the Unity football youth camp yesterday.
Yeah.
And apparently you got bombed with people. So what was that whole experience like? Because you're obviously a celebrity there anyway, but now you're like double a celebrity, right?
Yeah, just seeing all my buddies doing the camp stuff that I've done the past 4 years. And then, of course, seeing all the kids was really exciting. And they were really excited to see me. I'm just glad I could bring a smile to their day and make their day better.
Do you like that kind of stuff? Are you good with people? Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
And did you do that as a kid? Like when you went to Illinois games, were you ask autographs, could take pictures of the guy or not?
I was more of like a nervous kid, so I'd probably say no, but I loved all the high school guys when I was a little kid for sure. So
that's great. Thanks, Dane.
Yep.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Well, Dane, can you take us through how this all kind of went down? Like, from your perspective, when did Illinois start to become an option and a reality for you?
Yeah, so they called my head coach Friday of, I think, 2 weeks ago. And, he told me about it. I was ecstatic, obviously. So then I sat down and I told my coaches at Central Missouri what was going on. And then the next day, I called them and let them know that I wanted out of my contract, and they were all about it. They're really excited for me. I'm thankful for that, of course. And then once I was like in the portal, or whatever you want to call it, I signed, and then I've just been getting enrolled in school and getting everything figured out the past few days. And I think I'm clear to go on everything starting tomorrow. So I'll be at practice tomorrow and all that stuff, and then move in this weekend and get ready to go.
I'm sure this is a whirlwind. What's this been like to take in? Like, what are you feeling right now?
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot. I had a lot going on today. It was kind of overwhelming, but, it's awesome. I'm really excited. It's been my dream for a long time. So just getting able to get ready to go and all that stuff, I'm real excited.
Yeah, what's this mean for you, being able to get a Big Ten opportunity? And what does the coaching staff say they want you to bring here in the opportunity here?
Yeah, just getting to learn the playbook's the biggest thing. All the guys in the room right now they've been there for at least a semester, so they know the playbook real well. So right now I'm just trying to get everything down there. And once that happens, I can start getting my reps and stuff like that and see what happens from there.
Obviously, you had a productive prep career here, Dane. So, throughout the process, you obviously had a good school in Central Missouri, but were you surprised you weren't getting more attention? So, and what does it mean to get the Big Ten school up the road to kind of buy into what you bring?
Yeah, I had a lot of schools come in late, like January, like after the state game. But, none of them really sparked took my level over for Central Missouri. Like, I was really committed to them. And, but, the Big Ten school down the road came calling, and it's a little bit different story. So, it was an opportunity I felt like I had to take.
Awesome. Thanks, Dane.
Yep.
Dane, how many Illinois games do you think you've been to? And when you're growing up, you're playing football out in the yard or playing, Pee Wee League. Are you imagining yourself as the Illinois quarterback?
Yeah. I just always imagined myself as as a kid, I was probably more of an NFL guy, but recently, Illinois was definitely the goal, from Central Missouri. So just this opportunity being here now is, it's awesome.
You're going to team up with now a guy that you guys put on a show in the state championship in Caden. Have you talked to him at all? And what will that be like?
Yeah, we've been chatting a little bit on social media, just trying to get to know some of the guys. I think it's going to be awesome. We had a moment after that game, and we kind of stayed connected throughout. But now that we're going to be teammates, it means something. And we were actually talking after the game, and he was like, maybe one day we'll be teammates. So when I texted him, told him I was going to Illinois, he was like, man, I spoke that into existence. And so it's pretty cool.
Very awesome. Hey, what's up, Dane? Congratulations.
Thank you.
When Coach Reese gave you this news, and you decided you want to go to Illinois, just what was kind of Coach's reaction? Also, what were your parents' reaction for you to, decide to go to Illinois over Central Missouri?
Yeah, Coach Reese was really excited when he told me. He's like, you're not going to believe this when I tell you. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's definitely the last thing I thought you were going to say. And then, my parents are obviously really excited that I'm not going to be playing football 6 hours away with my brother playing on Fridays, my other brother playing on Sundays. So their weekend just got a little bit calmer.
Awesome. So you're heading to Illinois. You're all in for quarterback, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
the position that you're going in for. And can you talk about that? And what do you feel about this Barry Lunny offense? What was it like being able to meet Art Sikowski and Barry Lunny?
Yeah, they've been great to me so far. I'm really excited to keep working with them. Art's been working with me a lot, just trying to get me acclimated with the offense and all that stuff. It's definitely a lot more than I'm used to, so it's going to take some time, but I'm doing my best to learn it right now and just get ready to go. Coach Lunny's been awesome. They've been great to work with, and I'm excited to keep working with them.
And Unity Rocket Coaching, of course, we know Tony Reitz is awesome. Scott Hamilton had a great foundation for you. How's that transition there? And, the strength coach thing. Have you met Fletch? How are things going? We're so proud of you, Dane. Nice
Thank you.
job.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more advanced than the high school strength and conditioning technology and all that stuff. And, all the coaching, they have all the resources that you could ever want to develop players, which is really the biggest step from Division II where I was going to now, and especially high school, is like all the resources and all that stuff. I think the hardest part's going to be learning a new playbook. I've known the same playbook for the last 8 years. So just learning all the new terminology and all that stuff is going to be the toughest transition, but, I'm ready for it.
Hi, Dane. So obviously a little bit earlier, we were talking about how you were talking with Caden on social media kind of after that state game and that controversial call. Do you plan to talk in person on campus? And I know obviously you're going to be on opposite sides of the ball, but do you plan to kind of get closer with him?
Yeah, we've talked about like going out to the golf course and stuff. So yeah, for sure. I think we'll be good buddies and no hard feelings at all.
Still, it was pass interference. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, Dane, so much has been made about, obviously, that group of seniors that, you've had a chance to play with at Unity. Just what's it been like to kind of enjoy this with your friends, and how did you go about telling them, and just kind of take me through that process at all?
Yeah, they're all really excited for me, which was awesome. We were playing baseball when this all came about, really. And, I was supposed to keep it a secret, but it was kind of tough. So, and then once one person found out, then it kind of just started spiraling a little bit. And then, a lot of people didn't believe it, and they'd ask me, and I'd be like, yeah, it's true. And they'd be like shocked, but they'd be really excited. And, they're really excited. I'm grateful for that. And, some of the older alumni from Unity are reaching out also and congratulating me. So it just means a lot.
You mentioned starting practice hopefully tomorrow if everything checks out. Are you rested? Are you ready to go? Between state runs and football and basketball and a pretty good postseason run, on the baseball diamond, you haven't had a lot of free time these last few months.
Yeah, I'm getting back in the groove of throwing a football and stuff like that. I kind of took the last 2-ish weeks off from the weight room, like heavy lifting in the weight room. So just getting conditioned and all that stuff. I'm not really sure what the college conditioning looks like, so I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I got one more, Dane. Have you allowed, you grew up around here, have you allowed yourself to think about being on that field as the quarterback at some point? Maybe this year, maybe down the road. Have you thought about that? What that would be like for you with, 100 people from 1,000 people from your area? Have you thought about what that moment could be like?
I haven't had much time to think about it, but obviously that's the goal at the end, towards the end of my career, as quick as possible. And that honestly would be a dream come true. Hopefully win, 11, 12 games, keep everybody happy with me, not lose any friends along the way. So just keeping everybody happy and, winning some games and make college football playoff, all that stuff.
Have you had anybody reach out to you that played here from local area, area people? And has that happened much? Jay Lamb and those guys that have played over the years and came, from close by?
I haven't had much people reach out to me, no.
Okay.
Dane, I'm wondering just, obviously you're surrounded by Illini fans, but what is Illinois athletics, whether it's basketball, football, what has that meant to you growing up?
Yeah, I mean, these are the games. We don't have a professional team anywhere nearby, so these are the games where if you wanted to see something in person, that's what you did. You went to the Illinois games. And with the Illinois athletics really being on the rise recently, it's been awesome. Like the basketball team, I mean, that was amazing. And the football team's on the uprise also. They're winning, 9-10 games a year, and it's only going to keep getting better from there. So I'm excited I get to be a part of it.
And obviously you, Caden, they've Jacob Harvey from Mount Zion. Brett seems to have really put a lot, and Pat Ryan too, into local kids. What's that mean that they're giving shots to guys like you to be a part of this?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, like Hank Beatty and all those guys, Fagan, they've made a great impact on the field for Illinois the past few years. And I'm just hoping I can be the next guy to come in and help make an impact and represent the small school in Central Illinois.
Awesome. Thanks, Dane. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you.
Is that it, guys?
Okay. I just wanted to hit the family aspect real quick, Dane, of course, with the McPhilo guy and all that. And, your dad was an assistant coach, right, Chad?
Yeah.
And Carrie's terrific. Just talk about the family that we promote as the Illini.
Yeah, I think they're all really excited. I mean, they know this has been my dream. This is what I've been working for the whole time. So when they found out about it, they were ecstatic. And obviously, the travel is going to be decreased for them, which is very helpful for them. And but no, they're really excited that this has happened for me, and they can't wait to see how it unfolds.
That is former Tolono Unity quarterback and very soon to be Fighting Illini quarterback. I guess we can say he is now, Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Dane Ostenmeier, who was meeting with the media about an hour ago. Glad he was able to hop on with us. Got to ask some questions. You heard Diane there at the end ask about his family. And obviously, you mentioned this a little bit ago. He seems to be pretty well prepped already with media. No, he sounded great. He sounded focused and very cool and collected and all good things. So good job on you helping to produce that as well.
Thank you.
People don't know this, but we do make our interns do work. We don't just yell at them. 217-359-2255. That's your number for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Jordan Sigler from Shy City Sports is going to be on with us coming up in just a moment. Going to talk Bears and not just the stadium drama. We'll get to ask some actual football questions as well, Quinn. And also, Tristan Thomas, WCIA 3 Sports, going to hop on with us in the 4 o'clock hour. Tristan's going to talk about some of the local stuff going on. Obviously, we'll talk with him about the St. Joe Ogden team, hopefully bringing home a state championship in baseball this weekend. The Final Four game is tonight, 7 o'clock at Illinois Field. So that's kind of perfect, right? Having that here in Champaign and being able to go and check that out if you would like. So we'll talk with Tristan. We'll get to know Quinn a little bit better as well. And, of course, we're going to get to your text on the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Again, that number, 217-359-2255. Jordan Sigler next. It is The Drive.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah, so green.
USA keeper was decent enough.
Didn't have much to do.
99 minutes.
Not a single goal. Well, Bet365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and got $150 in bonus bets. Just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
Neighborhood Nights is back. Each Wednesday night in June and July, there's a free concert from 6:30 to 8 in various parks with Urbana Park District, with free popcorn, water, and lemonade while supplies last. The rain date is Thursday night. Bring your lawn chair and meet some neighbors. Learn more about the community and make connections. Wednesday evening, 6:30 to 8, a free summer concert. For a complete list of concert artists and locations, visit urbanaparks.org.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Tailgate and Tall Boys is the music festival coming to the McLean County Fairgrounds, June 18th through the 21st. Head to Bloomington with a friend and enjoy the shows. Thanks to Stevie J Broadcasting. Try to win tickets by texting TNT to 217-359-2255. Our studio line. That's TNT for Tailgate and Tall Boys to 217-359-2255. Our radio stations love being your concert connection with tickets to win all summer long.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
From Indiana now. I'm Indiana, okay?
So, I hear you're thinking about moving to Indiana. Coming from a born and raised Hoosier, you're making the right decision.
Indiana's it's a fascinating place. It really is. Without being one of those cities like Chicago or New York, no matter what race you're from in Indiana, you're an American through and through, and you love it, and you love race cars. You love the Indy 500. It's the greatest thing in the world. Dale Earnhardt is a superhero in Indiana.
Good, better, bad! Good, get better! Better get better!
Oh, Quinn, are you ready for those Indiana Bears?
Not the Indiana Bears.
Not the Indiana Bears.
I would stick with the Chicago Bears, but I do have to say, anytime I hear Good, Better, Best, I get chills.
Get a little amped?
Every time. I could make that my alarm in the morning. I would so easily.
ESPN Radio 93.5. It is The Drive. I'm Curtis. And what's his name? Oh, yeah, Evan. Evan's not here today. I'm joking. Evan's off today. Quinn Flavin, the intern, Quintern, as I've dubbed her, in studio with us. And first time on the show, with us anyways, from Shy City Sports to break down all this Bears madness with us is Jordan Sigler. Good afternoon, man. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Curtis. I appreciate it.
No, happy to have you on. Always great to get a new voice on the show, get some new perspective and info when it comes to the teams we cover here at ESPN 93.5 and on The Drive, and you cover the Bears for Shy City Sports. I know the big topic of conversation has been the stadium stuff, so we'll just start there, get that mess out of the way, and then dive into some football stuff, Jordan. But what is the latest you have heard, we'll say, in the last 24, 48 hours? Any movement, any news from whether that be the lawmakers or coming out of Hallis Hall in regards to this stadium debacle?
Well, the consensus seems to be that the Bears are really moving in the direction of going into Indiana, with the caveat being that they don't have a site. So there are three potential sites one near Wolf Lake, and then the other two aren't disclosed. But there are a lot of problems with those sites. One of those being that the Bears haven't pulled any permits.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the Bears want to build in Hammond, they have to go through the Indiana Department of Environmental Management to even build the site. So there's still a long way from having a viable site in Indiana. I thought it was interesting. So a couple of different conflicting reports. Adam Schefter of ESPN pretty much said that the Bears are likely going to Indiana just because of the Illinois state's incompetence being able to pass legislation to keep the Bears. Albert Breer, Sports Illustrated, thinks it's about 45% that the Bears actually go to Indiana. I'm more with that. I still don't buy, personally, that the Bears are going to be able to move to Indiana just because of the logistics of building there at this time.
Jordan, what did you make of Urlacher's comments yesterday? His big stink was he didn't want the Bears to play with a dome roof or with a retractable roof. He wants Bears weather to remain no matter if they're in Illinois or Indiana.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I mean, that's the best part of Bears games in the winter is that you have bear weather, and that can certainly be an advantage. It was an advantage. I know they lost to the Los Angeles Rams in the playoffs, but you could definitely see that the cold affected the Rams a lot more than the Bears. That's something that would be great to have. At the same time, the Bears they're going to have a dome stadium because that's what the NFL wants, right? That's what the NFL wants in order to have a Super Bowl played there. Obviously, whoever builds the site is going to make a lot of money by having concerts and other events at that stadium, and so they're going to have a dome. But ideally, keep it open in the winter.
ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Quintern the intern in studio with us today, Evan Off, and Jordan Sigler from Chi City Sports on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line with us. One of the questions I feel like it didn't get asked until really late in this process from some folks was, well, doesn't the NFL have to approve this when it's all said and done? The answer is yes. What will that process be like for the Bears? Like, if you could put this in order, you talked about the lease and permits and things like that. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to the NFL approving the move. So are there any, are there any hurdles there for the Bears that maybe people aren't thinking about?
Well, the only hurdle is really with Chicago, and I thought it was interesting that the Bears had flirted with Chicago, with the city, in April and May, having back-channel conversations about potentially having the stadium there, which hurt them being able to get votes for the measure to pass earlier this spring, because the NFL Stadium Committee has to approve the final sites, and they told the Bears that the only sites that are viable are in Arlington Heights and in Hammond, Indiana. And so the NFL is on board for those two sites. They want this to happen as soon as possible. So once the Bears make a decision, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be okay with it as long as it's in Arlington Heights or in Hammond. But yeah, they do. The NFL Stadium Committee does have to approve whatever site the Bears choose.
Good stuff. Jordan, all right, now let's dive into the football stuff. The Bears, just like a lot of teams, wrapping up minicamp. Caleb Williams, a couple of great quotes from him this week saying he really didn't care where they ended up playing in the future. He just wants to play ball. And also got asked about Micah Parsons, calling him the best quarterback in the NFL. What did you make of that exchange between Caleb and the media yesterday?
Well, it's actually kind of funny. I looked into it for a story I was writing, right? What's kind of ironic about it is Caleb Williams actually stands to make more if the Bears move to Hammond, right? Because NFL players play under the jock tax. So what that means is that they're taxed not only their state income where they play, but part of their pay they get taxed where they play. And so Indiana actually has a 2.95 income tax versus Illinois, which is 4.95. So he actually stands to make, so he actually stands to make more money if the Bears go to him. And so, from his perspective, moving to Indiana isn't that big of a deal. And actually, that could be a plus because I know that the Bears have had a hard time courting some free agents in the past because their tax rate's so high in Illinois. Potentially, they could get better players if they go to Indiana. With that being said, I did think it was interesting, his discussion with Micah Parsons, with that rivalry. we'll see which one last. Parsons got the best of Caleb Williams when they played on the field together last time. Although I think it'll be much different in the future as Caleb Williams. He's really started to grow in his second year under Ben Johnson's offense. He's a lot more comfortable this spring. So I think things are going to be a little bit different in the rivalry moving forward.
Jordan, you mentioned the Bears-Packers rivalry right there. Quinn actually brought something to my attention that I had missed that I know she wants to ask you about.
So we have heard now that the Bears rivalry uniforms are coming out against the Packers on Christmas Day. What are predictions of what they're going to look like?
I think they're going to be all white.
See, that's what I've heard too. I've heard a polar bear moment.
Yeah, you got to go with the polar bear. Of course, I'd nickname him the Iceman, just going with Caleb Williams. But yeah, I think they're going to go with the all-white polar bear uniforms.
Do you think those are going to look cool, or is this going to be something? Will we not know until we actually see them?
I think they'll wind up releasing them before the regular season. That's what they did with the uniforms last year.
Sure.
I'm excited about it. I love the idea of the all-white polar bear uniforms in the cold. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty pumped about those.
ESPN Radio 93.5. It is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Quinn Turn, the intern, in studio with me. Evan off today, and Jordan Sigler on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line. Jordan from Chi City Sports. Jordan, when I look at the Bears roster, there's a lot of excitement on the offensive side. Obviously, like this is a fun era of Bears football, but I have a lot of concerns on the defensive side. I look at the secondary, and I think that will be the strength of the defense ultimately. That's just my opinion. That's how it looks on paper. We'll see what happens when they're on the field. But coming out of mini camps and when you look at OTAs, is there anybody yet that's kind of jumped out to you or that you feel like people should be paying attention to?
Well, we'll go on to the offensive side of the ball and the strength. I mean, so Xavier Thomas really appeared. He really stuck out. I don't know if you saw the clip of Tyson Bagent hitting him on a long touchdown and short pass, but I was initially one of the people who were nervous about that pick just because heading into the draft, a lot of scouts and analysts had him as a late day 3 pick. I think Dave Brugler of The Athletic had him as a 7th round pick, but he's really flashed with that speed, and that's something that Ben Johnson really wants out of his wide receivers is speed. So I'm actually excited about him potentially going out and winning that wide receiver 3 position. So that's somebody to keep an eye on. And then on the secondary, one key note that I thought was interesting is Jalen Jones. He was playing at nickel because Kyler Gordon was out, and I guess he really impressed there. He had a couple pass breakups, almost had an interception, so he could wind up stealing a starting spot if Kyler Gordon continues to battle his soft tissue injuries.
Very interesting.
Jordan, I know we were kind of talking about the offseason a little bit and coming into minicamp, but I want to know your biggest loss for the Bears this offseason, because there's been quite a bit of movement. So your biggest loss by the Bears this season and your biggest win or get by the Bears this offseason.
Well, I'm going to go to safety. I know DJ Moore, a lot of people are bummed that he left, and obviously Drew Dahlman. I think the biggest loss is Kevin Byard. He was a great safety last season, was really the glue of that secondary, which was great. And so I think that he's going to be a big loss for the Bears. But the guy that replaced him, Kobe Bryant, I'm really excited about him. He looks fast. He looks really fast. He looked phenomenal, from what I read during OTAs this spring, had some interceptions, and he's a vocal leader. And that's something that the Bears really need is somebody to be a leader on that defense. And I think, he's coming in. He just won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. I think that's a guy that can really take this defense to the next level.
Jordan, one last thing for you. Where can folks follow your work, and what are you working on right now? Do you have anything new coming out over the next couple of days for Chi City Sports?
Oh, for sure. So, yeah, you can see us at ChiCitySports.com. I'll be looking at working on some of the standouts from OTAs and what we can look forward to before a very important training camp.
Well, man, it was a pleasure talking with you. Very insightful, and really do appreciate the time, and hopefully we do this again very, very soon.
That would be awesome. I really appreciate you having me on. Thanks, Curtis.
You got it. That is Jordan Sigler, Shy City Sports. Make sure you give them a follow, whether that be on the website or on the socials. That was really good stuff. Love the insight in regards to the permits that the Bears are going to have to go through and some of the leasing, and the fact that, Quinn, they really haven't picked a site. I mean, they've got it down, like he said, to 3 locations. So that was good info on that. And love the insight on how minicamp has gone for the Bears as well. Yeah, good stuff. And good on you. You're Pierce the Fierce. Are you listening, buddy? Okay. When we have a Cardinals reporter on next week, Pierce, you're gonna have to step up your game. Quinn's on it over there. Nice job. Very good.
You.
217-359-2255. That is your number for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Matt on the text line. The all whites might be a problem if there were to be heavy snow. I don't know, man. Well, yeah. At first I was like, I don't know. Maybe that could. No. There's gonna be a lot of holding that whomever they're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like old school 70s, 80s football where everybody on the line, they had the same gloves as the other players' jerseys.
Yep.
Couldn't do that anymore, but you're not supposed to anymore anyways, I don't think. But maybe, I don't know, Packers go all white gloves to get away with some holds on Christmas Day.
That would be crazy. Strategy, I don't know. Is it cheating? Is it not?
I think it's cheating.
Probably.
But if Evan were here, he'd say it's not. I don't know. 217-359-2255. Lots of text to get to on the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Also, if you've been listening to ESPN 93.5 for the last few days, you might have heard us mention that we have tickets for Tailgate and Tall Boys coming to Bloomington in about a week and change. 3-day passes. You could be there for all the concerts. It's going to be an awesome festival. It is every year. Zach Top, one of the headliners this year. Jesse Murph, another one. And if you would like to win tickets for that, pretty simple. Just text TNT to 217-359-2255, TNT to 217-359-2255. You just might win a pair of weekend passes to Tailgate and Tall Boys. Not only that, but also you can check out the full lineup on our website. Go to StevieJay.com. Quinn, are you a big country music fan?
I'm not a big country music fan. I used to be, but growing older, my taste has changed.
Growing older? How old are you?
I don't know. I'm talking like when I was a kid. When I was little, all my parents played in the car was country music. But I feel like now that I have my own car and I'm, 20 years old driving around myself, I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift, a lot of One Direction.
Hey, the Hall of Famer, by the way, Taylor Swift.
The Songwriting Hall of Famer.
Went into the Songwriting Hall of Fame. Steven Spielberg and her were hanging out yesterday. She's everywhere anyways.
She is everywhere.
Courtside for the Knicks and the greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. And then she's hanging out with Steven Spielberg and goes into the Hall of Fame. I get it. Well, who did you listen to with your parents growing up? Was there anybody you're like, ooh, I really like this artist?
It was a lot of classic, like Blake Shelton type of, I can't think of anybody else. I listened to some Kenny Chesney, some Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, those kinds of people. But now I do listen to Zach Bryan. I love a Zach Bryan moment every once in a while. I do.
Yeah, good stuff. 217-359-2255. I see the text rolling in to win tickets for Tailgate and Tall Boys. Again, if you'd like to get in the running for that, we're going to give you the next few days. If you have texted in TNT already, you're good to go. If you would like that opportunity to score a pair of weekend passes to see all 3 days of music, TNT to 217-359-2255. I'm going to call him TNT, Tristan Thomas. I don't know what his middle name is yet, but I'm going to call him TNT. Tristan's going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. Going to talk about the St. Joe Ogden baseball team, how things are going, getting ready for the Final Four games starting tonight at 7 o'clock at Illinois Field. And, of course, Tristan's got some things to say. Even though Evan's not here, he's got some things to say about Evan ahead of the celebrity basketball game. I know that. We'll also preview the Cards and Cubs weekend series. Cardinals tonight on ESPN 93.5 on the road at Minnesota. First pitch for that, 7:05. Pre-game starts at 6:05. If you're looking for the Cubs on the radio, our sister station, US 105.9, will have them late one. They're on the road at San Francisco. That one, pre-game starts right around 8:05. First pitch at 9:05. More with Quintern, the intern, next on The Drive.
We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Hey, Riley, why don't you tell me why you like real estate?
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's a privilege to get to be a part of something so big in people's lives, whether they're buying or selling real estate. it's truly just a privilege to get to walk alongside them and provide information that makes them feel empowered and excited. And just, getting to be a part of that is such a gift.
What do you feel when you see their eyes light up, they're signing the documents, and then they're done? What's that feel like for you?
It's so cool because you can just tell how excited they are, how confident and empowered. Something that can feel really overwhelming in that moment feels very doable. It's so cool.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
Looking for the perfect pair of boots? Come on down to Pard's Western Shop in Urbana. With an amazing selection that fits every style, Pard's has the perfect pair waiting for you the next time you're hitting the rodeo or stepping out in style. They've got great deals and sale prices on men's cowboy boots, girls' cowgirl boots, and kids' boots. And their friendly staff will make sure you leave with the boots you love. Pard's Western Shop, serving its customers with high-quality merchandise since 1968. Go see them today at 306 North Maple Street in Urbana.
Rescue workers face death every day, and far too often their families lose them while they're helping you on the road. When you see emergency lights flashing, you must slow down and move over to the far lane. That includes red, blue, and orange lights. If you hit someone on the road, you'll be charged with a felony. That means jail time. Help us keep our families safe when we're out helping yours. When the lights are flashing, use caution passing. Let's all go home safe tonight.
Brought to you by Tapman's Towing.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with a quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Tailgate and Tallboys, June 18th through the 21st in Bloomington. Win passes from Stevie J Broadcasting with our country station US 1059. Text in TNT to the studio line at 217-359-2255. Today's hottest country artists and rising stars. Thursday, June 18th with Zach Top and Gavin Adcock. Friday, June 19th on the Bloomington Tailgate and Tallboys stage, Treaty Oak Revival, Wyatt Flores. 217-359-2255. Text in TNT. And for details, visit tailgateandtallboys.com. Saturday, Jesse Murph and Drew Baldridge. Wrapping up the festival on June 21st with Red Clay Strays, Zach John King, and local singer Owen Knapp. Enjoy a great music festival in Bloomington with cold drinks and good times. Tailgateandtallboys.com. Text in to win 217-359-2255 TNT. Stevie J Broadcasting, your concert connection this summer.
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Hope you're having a great Friday. It's ESPN Radio 93.5. I'm Curtis Allen. Evan off today. Says he's on his way to a wedding in Nashville. I think he's at home waiting for the World Cup to start for Team USA. But Quinn Turn the Intern is in studio with us. Quinn, this is show 2 back-to-back.
Yep.
How's it going so far?
I'm loving it.
You're loving it.
Happy to be here.
I see you just got your first angry text. Welcome to the club.
I did get my first angry text.
Yes, big shout out to our friend Matt in Sydney. He says, she is 20 years old. She has no idea what classic country is. Lots of exclamation marks.
Probably accurate.
You know, the artist you mentioned?
Yeah.
A lot of their music came out 20, 25 years ago. By definition, they get played on classic country radio now.
Now. It's crazy because that makes me feel old.
Yeah, you hear Blake Shelton and Old Red on a classic country station now. Matt, so be nice.
I mean, I could have said like Hank Williams, but
you could have.
That would have been a lie.
You would have been lying, but he'd be like, you know what? I like Quinn. She's
Yeah,
all right.
that's
That's one
true.
smart 20-year-old.
That's true.
217-359-2255. We'll get into some Cubs and Cardinals talk here in a little while. Tristan Thomas, and I'm going to do this real quick. I thought I had Tristan scheduled, and I kind of left him hanging. So I apologize publicly right now. I'll apologize to him again. Tristan's going to join us very, very soon, though, on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line with us to talk trash. Now he's going to talk trash to me. Before it was Evan in the celebrity basketball game.
It's true.
I'm going to catch the wrath now
You
of
are.
TNT Tristan Thomas. That's what's going to happen right now. Also, we'll do our Friday toast. Quinn, you are 20, which means you have to toast a non-alcoholic beer or Sprite. What's your pop of choice?
I don't drink pop. I'm really only
Good
a water
for you.
drinker. It's like something weird is off in my brain because I know every teenager ever would be like, that is so weird. But
No, that's pretty good.
I'm a water drinker.
Okay, well, you got your first angry text. Now you're going to get your first one of these.
Curtis's curveballs.
All right, if you're not familiar, Quinn, I normally do this to Evan on Fridays. They're either sports adjacent or just things that I feel like, let's see if Evan knows about this.
Okay.
Let's see where his brain is going today.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now, some of the stuff I found because the World Cup is happening. These were all these facts that were kind of being put out
Okay.
for people from different countries that are coming here, and I just thought some of this was kind of interesting. First one, what would you say is when you think of like American cuisine?
McDonald's. You don't even have to finish.
All right, there you go. Burger. There you go. Burger.
Yeah.
Now, a new survey finds the top 5 burger toppings are cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, and onions.
Yeah.
Tomatoes made the cut, which is impressive considering 9 out of 10 of them taste like wet cardboard.
I don't like tomatoes.
Not a tomato? There you go.
We got tacos at the Burrito King taco truck the other night, and I asked for mine specifically without tomatoes. Don't do
Did you get a
tomatoes.
funny look where they're like, no tomatoes?
I don't know. My dad ordered.
Burrito King is pretty good.
It
though.
is.
It's pretty good. 40% of American millionaires say they do not feel rich.
That's wild.
Those must be the 4 who are forced to get out and fill up their own gas tank. That's
I was
probably
gonna
what that
say this is not my idea. But
No.
It's okay.
So just in case you were coming here from another country, you're gonna play in the World Cup. You're like, hey, it's a millionaire, but he says okay, anyway. Now these are 4 things you didn't know yesterday. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What is the percentage of Americans you think have never left their home state in their entire lives, Gwen?
I think that's a lot. I think that's like over 50%.
Oh, no?
No?
15% of Americans, actually it's 11 to 16, say they've never left their home state in their entire lives.
That really surprises me. I guess the country's more, well, not more worldly because they haven't left the country, but they've left the state.
More stately.
More stately,
yes.
yeah.
Well, where have you traveled to?
State-wise or country-wise?
Sure.
I've been to pretty much every Midwestern state. I took a road trip when I was a baby, so it doesn't really count out to North Carolina. But pretty much just stayed in the Midwest state-wise, but I have been to Mexico and Canada.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
You've
explored
to
North America. Yeah, there you go.
That's like my biggest fun fact about myself is that I've been to all of North America.
Can you guess how many U.S. states will allow lottery winners to claim a prize anonymously, either fully or under certain conditions?
That feels like a bad idea. Percentage?
Yeah. How many states?
Oh,
Total
how many states? I don't know. Let's go 22 states.
You're so close. It was 23. Very
oh,
good.
man.
Wow. It's summertime. Everybody likes to have a pool. Can you guess how many new pools are installed in the U.S. every year?
Every year?
Mm-hmm.
300,000.
You have more faith in people buying pools than me. 60,000.
Oh, wow. I'm way off.
Yeah. Samsonite. I need it. Where do I have that? I got to get her the first Samsonite. Do I have that in front of me somewhere? It's got to be. There it is.
Samsonite. I was way
There you
off.
go. All right, last one. Last year, Americans watched 33 billion minutes of blank content, like movies, live action series, and animated stuff. Can you guess what that was? 33 billion minutes of blank content, including movies, a live action series, and animated cartoons.
Does it have to be one of those?
All of them together. This was
all of them together?
All of this content came from a certain brand. Can you guess what it is?
Is it like short form, like social media content?
Mm-mm.
No, that surprises me.
I mean, if you weren't 20, you would totally get this.
Really?
Maybe.
It's not like news or anything.
No,
is it?
come on, no.
Nobody
Come on,
watches
no,
the news.
No, come on.
I don't know. This is a hard question.
Based on a movie.
Based on a movie?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen very many movies in my lifetime.
Well,
Not
all
very
right.
many classics out there.
The answer, Star Wars.
Oh,
Star
really?
Wars. Last year, Americans watched 33 billion minutes of Star Wars content, including the movies, the live action series that are on Disney Plus, all the animated stuff that's on the different Disney channels and cartoons.
I would have never guessed Star Wars
Yes.
because there wasn't anything new last year. I feel like I know Star Wars is a classic thing, but I feel like sometimes things need
You know,
updated.
like The Mandalorian falls under that.
That's
and,
true.
You know,
That's newer.
There you go.
Yep.
May the force be with you. Those are your curveballs. ESPN 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis. That is Quintern, the intern. Big Def, our friend. Big Def, where you been, buddy? On the text line, he says, I love tomatoes, just not on burgers. They make the whole content slide out on the bite. Tomatoes on the side, please. Yeah, he's right.
That is accurate.
You get the bun, and you go for the squeeze and the bite, and it just,
Yep.
out the backside of it. Yeah, you're right. Lots of people texting in TNT for a chance to win tickets for Tailgate and Tall Boys. That festival coming up, I believe it's next weekend. So, you could be there. Not you, Quinn. You can't win. You're now an intern here. I'm sorry. You can't win the tickets. But everybody that just texted in, I see lots of 217 numbers. I see you, J Money, Becky, Terry, Ken. Everybody that's texting in trying to win those tickets, get in the running. Text TNT to 217-359-2255. All right, coming up in just a bit, we will do some Cards Cubs talk, getting ready for the weekend series. Cardinals tonight at 7:05 on these very airwaves, ESPN 93.5. Cubs on our sister station, US 105.9. Pregame is at 8 for that one. First pitch, 9:05. You going to stay up late and watch the Cubs? Say it hit a grand slam yesterday.
Okay, I know, and I was here, so I didn't get to see it. Should I? I don't know. My team, it's hard to be a Cubs fan in a day and age when there's never any guaranteed wins, but I don't know. I feel like they've just been in such a slump lately, and maybe Seiya's home run got them out of it.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe that was the slump killer, and
maybe
we'll go on another 10-plus game win streak.
217-359-2255. Our good friend Heath on the text line. Ever since you need to get an inconceivable cut, I've heard several perfect opportunities for it. All right, Heath, I'll find it. Don't you worry, pal. I'll find inconceivable. Quinn, we got to know you a little bit yesterday, and one of the things that I know gets to Evan is that when he meets an intern, he always asks, who's Chris Farley? And I went back and checked. We're now 0 for 3 on our interns knowing Chris Farley, or at least giving this.
Okay, but I knew who he was when I looked him up.
I think I've heard of him.
I saw his face and I knew who he was.
Cooper didn't know. Pierce the Fierce didn't know, and now you did. Everyone's like, I think I know him.
The name gets thrown out there, but
devastating
you have
thing.
to see the picture to get it.
Living in a van down by the river. That is something where more people know Farley now that are your age from GIFs.
Yes.
What is a GIF or GIF to you?
I say GIF because it's a G.
Yeah, I say GIF as well. But the guy that invented it, his last name was GIF apparently.
Oh, really?
You're supposed to say that, but I'm not changing for anybody.
No.
I'm much older than you. I'm set in my ways now. I don't have to change. So it's a
I'm
gift
set
to
in
me.
my ways too.
But so many people, they now know Farley from different GIFs, of him screaming out on SNL like "For the Love of God" and living in a van down by the river and stuff like that. Let's see. So what about Chappelle? You know Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, that's another one whose name I know, but I can't picture him.
All right.
But you said Chappelle and I knew Dave, so that proves I know.
All right.
You know?
Right. Let me see. We've gone through music. You're not a big movie girl, right?
I'm not.
What was your first concert?
My first concert was the Henningsons.
We talked about that yesterday.
We talked about that, and then my first big concert was Taylor Swift.
Okay.
As anyone could probably imagine.
What was your most disappointing one? Did you have a disappointing concert?
Disappointing concert?
You're like, that wasn't as much fun as I thought it would be.
I think the only concerts I've ever been to were the Henningsons and Taylor Swift.
So you're fine then.
I can't say I was ever disappointed. Well, okay, we did go to see the Henningsons at the Devon Amphitheater in Decatur last year. They were opening, which we got to see their whole show, so that was great.
Yeah.
And no one's fault. They were opening for the band Perry, and it poured.
I remember that happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right after the Henningsens got off, I think the band Perry maybe sang 2 songs, and then it poured. That was disappointing because
that counts.
I love a band Perry moment. Not any band's fault or any singer's fault, but the weather.
Yeah. It stinks.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for news. It is The Drive.
Elon Musk could give everyone in the world $100 and have $270 billion left over. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. He's the world's first trillionaire today. His company SpaceX stock went on sale with its initial public offering, the richest ever. It closed at $161 a share, 19% gain so far. Musk says he gave the company a less than 10% chance of succeeding at all at first.
I told people this. I said, look, we're probably going to fail, but, we should give it a try, because if we don't, if there's not a new company that enters space, we will never be a truly spacefaring civilization.
Musk addressing the NASDAQ stock exchange this morning. The NASDAQ overall closed up about 0.3% today. The Dow up 0.7 at 353 points. The S&P is up 0.5%. A mass shooter who barricaded himself at an abandoned veterinary clinic in Midland, Texas today was accused of trying to kill a police officer 2 days ago. Fox's Kristen Goodwin.
The Texas Department of Public Safety revealing the suspect who was killed after opening fire on officers and bystanders in downtown Midland was wanted for the attempted murder of a peace officer during a vehicle pursuit in the city earlier this week.
The identity of the suspect, Victor Montevillarreal, age 45.
Sergeant Stephen Blanco. Officials say 1 victim was killed, 10 others were injured.
Non-law enforcement. Midland Memorial Hospital says 4 people underwent surgery there and that 5 people have been treated and released. The government's warrantless foreign surveillance program expires tonight at midnight Eastern.
The House and then the Senate rejected an extension of FISA 702, while Democrats and some Republicans have demanded reforms, including requiring a warrant to obtain Americans' information revealed by the surveillance. Democrats then rejected an extension over the president's selection of his federal housing finance director, Bill Pulte, as temporary director of national intelligence.
Fox Jessica Rosenthal. Congress is on recess until June 23rd. It's unclear how the expiration will affect investigations. Pakistan's prime minister says a final agreed-upon text of a U.S.-Iran peace deal has been reached, and Pakistan's working closely with both sides to finalize the next steps. America's listening to Fox News.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
You just have to eat kale. Kale, kale, kale.
I read you should put butter in your coffee.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your energy, digestion, and overall health, how do you know what's actually right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to show what's going on inside you right now. Not trends, not guesses, your biology. With your results, Viome gives you clear, personalized, actionable guidance. Which foods help you, which ones don't, and which supplements your body actually can benefit from. All based on the world's largest gut health databases and thousands of clinical research studies. Many people who use Viome report better digestion, more energy, and an improved mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing.
And maybe still eat the kale?
Maybe. Learn more at Viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
And eat everything blue.
No, thank you.
The Kennedy Center Board has filed an emergency request with the Federal Appeals Court to put on hold, at least temporarily, by 7 p.m. Eastern, a district judge's ruling to remove President Trump's name from the building by the end of the day. The judge in D.C. today had upheld his order. Trump's name be removed from the Kennedy Center, denying a request to put that order on hold. Charlie Kirk's accused killer returns to court in Utah.
Tyler Robinson and his defense team in Utah County Court trying to make their case that prosecutor Christopher Ballard violated the court's gag order by responding to media inquiries about the defense's characterization of an ATF ballistics report, which they say was misleading. Ballard testifying.
The goal of these interviews was to respond to the specific media inquiries that were being generated by the misinformation that was circulating about the bullet testing.
The judge also hearing arguments on a defense motion to block hearsay evidence in the capital murder case. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
The judge plans to make a decision on those motions later this month. The trial date hasn't been set. Flags were at half-staff in Florida today.
A decade has passed since 49 people were killed when a gunman opened fire inside the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida, and an annual observance is planned. The Pulse Remembrance Ceremony will feature performances from local artists, including the Orlando Gay Chorus, and a special presentation by the city's poet laureate. A candlelight ceremony and reading of the 49 names will conclude the event. At the time of the massacre in 2016, it was the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Recently, city officials unveiled updated plans for a permanent memorial that will feature a healing garden, reflecting pool, and tributes to those killed, and will be built on the site of the former nightclub. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Men's World Cup soccer team has its first game tonight, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific against Paraguay. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals. We're talking with Riley Khachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Hey, Riley, why don't you tell me why you like real estate?
Yeah, I love it. I think that it's a privilege to get to be a part of something so big in people's lives, whether they're buying or selling real estate. It's truly just a privilege to get to walk alongside them and provide information that makes them feel empowered and excited. And just, getting to be a part of that is such a gift.
What do you feel when you see their eyes light up, they're signing the documents, and then they're done? What's that feel like for you?
It's so cool because you can just tell how excited they are, how confident and empowered. Something that can feel really overwhelming in that moment feels very doable. It's so cool.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkhachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
Dr. Benjamin Riney, OSF Healthcare. I know when it comes to developments we're seeing in Urbana, can you update that on behavioral health and the expansion?
Yes. So we are expanding our inpatient behavioral health unit. So we are opening up an additional floor for geriatric, which we're defining as 55 and up for inpatient beds. That'll open the beginning of July. And then we're opening a young adult, which would be kind of 18 to 26, 28, targeting that college age population. And that will open the beginning of September. And then we're going to also be focusing on some of what we're calling intensive outpatient programs and partial hospitalization programs that'll open around the beginning of September as well. For the availability of outpatient psychiatry, we now have a total of 4 providers, 2 nurse practitioners and 2 physicians in our outpatient clinic, and then 2 counselors as well. So we've, over the last year, essentially doubled our outpatient services in Urbana.
Thank you so much. OSFhealthcare.org.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You want a chance to win a fabulous prize while making a real difference? The Champaign County Freedom Celebration is gearing up for a great party on the 4th of July to celebrate America's independence for a $25 donation. Try to win tickets to some terrific sporting events. On Flag Day, June 14th, you could be chosen to win the first prize, a Keaton Wagler autographed 46-point Purdue game t-shirt, size XL in navy blue. Learn more at the Champaign County Freedom Celebration, social media, or at July4th.net.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
The
Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Hope you're having a great Friday. Appreciate you spending some time with us. It's ESPN Radio 93.5. This is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Evan off today. Quinn turned the intern with us. Quinn, do you know who this is?
This sounds okay. I was gonna say I've definitely heard this before. Is it someone of like the 2010s?
No,
era?
more the 2020s. Come on.
Oh, really? Is this? Oh, I know I recognize this. It's not like Morgan Wallen, is it? I don't know. Guys, I'm struggling with this one. I'm not sure. Is it Morgan Wallen? It's not, is it?
Who?
It's not Morgan Wallen, is
Never
it?
heard of him.
Okay.
You know who I have heard of, though?
Who?
Tristan Thomas from WCIA 3 Sports. Tristan, do you know this song?
Segue.
Is that Luke Combs?
It is Luke Combs.
It is Luke Combs. You're so true.
Jeez.
I know. He was the only person I could come up with on the spot.
If there is one artist I could see in concert, it'd probably be Luke Combs. Like,
I would agree with that.
That's my guy.
Oh, he's the man. It's just tough to get tickets these days whenever he's out on the road.
I know.
Yeah, big stadium shows and concert prices are expensive. Well, anyways, I digress. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Yeah, we're staying busy around here, wrapping up pretty much the last spring sports of the high school season this weekend, and today right down the road at Illinois Field with 1A and 2A state baseball. Got coverage from that at 6 and 10 coming up on WCIA. But then, of course, the big news with Dane Eisenmenger changing plans from Central Missouri to Illinois. So a lot of recruiting stuff kind of coming through as we kind of wrap up spring sports.
Well, let's start there with the Eisenmenger story, Tristan, because more than one person texted in and asked, when did Illinois know they were going to make a play to bring him in? Have you heard anything in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the specific dates, but I do know that this whole thing seems to have came together, fairly recently, just because, I mean, Dane had signed to Central Missouri and then obviously had to, go through kind of a process there to be able to sign with Illinois. But yeah, just kind of an eventual thing. I'd imagine it's something the Illini staff had been thinking about, talking about maybe since that state championship game when, him and Caden Considine both really kind of put the state on notice for, hey, there's some big time talent here at some of these, smaller schools. As far as, the whole process of really trying to bring Dane in, I imagine it's been a fairly recent development. And really, I talked to Tony Reese, the Unity football coach, yesterday, and he said, with Dane that this is really something he's wanted to do, and it's getting to do it so close to home, of playing at a bigger school. It's a pretty cool story to follow, and obviously just a big deal around here. Yeah, and
a young man that grew up and played ball, 10 minutes from Geese Memorial Stadium. This is a very, very cool story for all of us that get to cover the Illini. Dane met with the media earlier today. I know that you guys were covering that at WCIA3, and you mentioned St. Joe Ogden. Is that where you are right now? Are you over at Illinois Field?
No, I will be heading over there shortly. I believe I'm going to try to stop out at SJO for the send-off for the baseball team. That'll be live at 6 from Illinois Field, kind of giving a little preview before what is supposed to be a 7 o'clock start at state baseball. I know they've had some extra innings going on today, so that may potentially push things back. I don't know exactly, but roughly slated for a 7 o'clock start tonight at Illinois Field.
So I know that we have quite a few people from St. Joe Ogden that are listening right now, and they're very excited and rightfully so about this. And but for some folks that are, maybe not quite as familiar, can you throw out a couple of names from some of the guys that people really need to pay attention to, or because I know more eyes and ears will be on this Final Four, especially with a team so local like St. Joe Ogden. So are there any young men that you think people should really be paying attention to tonight?
Well, absolutely. I mean, some of the games I've covered recently in the postseason, I've seen the bats for the Spartans really hit some. They got some power in their lineup. I saw from one of their sectional games, Cam Schluter had 2 home runs in the same game, and Bryson Houchins went yard in that game as well. Also the team earlier in the week, I featured Will Haley, the son of head coach Josh Haley, And he's the catcher, a guy who always seems to do the dirty work. He took a hit by pitch that was helped drive in a run in that Unity sectional championship game. And it's apparently always been his MO, is just that guy who's going to do the little things and for whatever reason has a knack for taking a hit by pitch in a key spot. Parker Fitch as well, another guy who's been a big pitcher for them as well and can do some work at the plate. So a lot of talent, a loaded senior class that's sending guys on to the next level after this season. But really, these guys are excited to be playing so close to home. I'm expecting a pretty good crowd for the Spartans this evening at Illinois Field for an SJO program that's turned out teams year in and year out. They're always competing at the top of their class. It's just been you kind of been waiting for the postseason run after 2016, 2017. State runner-up finishes. The program's been trying to get back there and finally breaking through. And I know this team and the senior class is fired up to finally be back at state and hoping to take home another state trophy.
ESPN Radio 93.5, it is The Drive. I'm Curtis, Evan off today. Quinn Turn, the intern, in studio with us. And our guy, Tristan Thomas from WCIA3 Sports on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line with us. I know you're super pressed for time, and so I just want to get to this before you have to go do your real job. Are you ready for Sunday, sir? Are you ready for this showdown with Evan Stone?
I'm absolutely ready. I have one practice under my belt, which consisted of just going to the Y and get some shots up. Watch a YouTube video or two about shooting to get my form dialed in. I know you're supposed to keep the ball on the fingertips and trying to get my follow through. That's really what I'm trying to. If I can make one shot, honestly, I would be like that. That's the goal. Like I'll hustle. I'll do the other things the rest of the game. But if I can get one shot to fall 1-3 and hear the announcer go, Tristan Thomas for 3, or something like that, like that's my main goal. But I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, supporting a great cause, and it should be a whole lot of fun. I'm also going to be playing golf Sunday at noon.
What?
So I'll be I'm going to be dive bombing in there after a noon tee time at Lake the Woods. So I'm gonna try. Hopefully, I can get all 18 in, and then go straight there and be ready to roll on the hardwood as well.
Are you going to have the energy for this, man?
I mean, I'll get some coffee in me. I'm a young man, right? I can do all these things. It's not catching up with me yet. One of these years, it eventually will. But I think I think I'll be all right.
One more
multi-sport athlete, like Dane Eisenmenger.
That's you. Yes, you're the Dane Eisenmenger of the local media, sir. It's not my guy Evan Stone. It's you. All right. Real quick for folks that may not be familiar. Can you tell us what the cause is for the celebrity basketball game? It is for a great cause. It's for the scholarship fund. So just kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's through the Illinois Basketball Club, and just looking at some of the requirements, it's for high school or graduating high school seniors who they've had to have played, I believe, high school basketball for at least a year, and that it's not on scholarship. So it's going to a scholarship for some kids from the area who have been involved in basketball who are not on scholarship anywhere. So that's kind of the vision for the scholarship there.
A great cause, and you will be a part of it. Our very own Evan Stone will be a part of it. It's a great lineup of local and regional athletes that are well known in the community. Tristan, again, I did this earlier. I don't know if you heard me or not, so I just want to make sure I do this on the air. I want to apologize to you for leaving you hanging, sir. I really meant to.
You're good, man.
No, I'm going to carry this with me for a while, so I wanted to tell you I was sorry, and I'm going to up my game. I got to up my game and make sure I get you locked in better next time. All right?
Hey, it's no worries. Our schedule can fill up, in a hurry. So, hey, all good, and appreciate the honesty there. It means a lot.
Very good. Well, last thing. Well, two more things. Make sure you throw an elbow or two at Evan, please. I'd love to see you post up and throw some bows. And you mentioned some of the stories you're working on. Where can folks find your work?
Yeah, at Tristan Thomas TV on Twitter, Tristan Thomas WCIA on Facebook. And, yeah, we'll be getting into kind of storytelling season of the summer of there's less specific things going on, we can get creative and find some stories out there before we get into fall camp. And Illinois football will be off and running there. But looking forward to the change of pace that's coming for sure.
All right, man. Safe travels this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun, and we'll talk again very soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thankfully, not too far of a trip, right? We're not going to Peoria.
Right, yeah. You
right
did.
Down the road.
Right down the road, buddy. That's right. Get a good parking spot, okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, that is our guy, Tristan Thomas from WCIA 3 Sports on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line with us, 217-359-2255. Going to play 18 holes of golf at noon on Sunday. Then he's going to go do the celebrity basketball game at Parkland Sunday evening. Matt and Sydney, youth is a wonderful thing. Yes, sir, on the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Quinn, are you a golfer? What were some of your sports? Did you play any sports growing up, or just a sports fan?
I was all over the place.
Yeah?
I did everything I possibly could have in middle school. I was always doing sports camps, tennis. My dad's a big golfer, so I was always doing that in elementary school. But in high school, I just kept it to cheerleading, and that was my big passion. I loved it. So
my niece was very passionate about being a cheerleader as well back in the day, and She made it a point to let me know that it was a real sport, and I wouldn't it's not like that I was downplaying it or anything. I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But it was like, you dumb jocks don't think this is a real sport, blah, 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 blah. Did you have a lot of success with cheerleading? Did you get to do anything, like any competitions and stuff like that?
We actually, my freshman year, we got second in state. It was by 0.05 points, so not even a half a point.
Whoa.
And I will carry that with me forever. It was during COVID, so it was online competition. We had to send video in, and but I will carry that loss, but also kind of that win with me forever. And then we competed at ICCA State my senior year. We qualified for that and improved our qualifying score by 13 points to the state championship. So. Yeah.
And where'd you go to school?
BMint.
Mm-hmm. Shout out. All right, 217-359-2255 for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Text from the 773. Did Evan chicken out on playing? I hope not. I feel like he's trying to, though. I think he doesn't want any of Tristan. I don't know. I'm trying to goad him into it, Quinn, is what I'm doing. Like, come on, you can't back out now. You're on the flyer, you're on the website. They put your head in a star, okay?
Yeah.
They asked him to do it.
He's committed. That's important
He's
stuff.
got to do it.
Yeah.
I was angling and sort of politicking to get to do the play-by-play or PA announcements.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to take that from me. I think he's really, I don't know, 773. I don't know if he's chicking out or not. We'll find out. Matt and Sydney, the gymnastics that goes into cheer, there is no doubt they are athletes. See?
Very true.
Earlier, Matt and Sydney, he hit you with one angry text about being young, and he's with you now. That's how it goes. We're all one happy family here at the
Random
Drive.
people on the street could never flip or stunt the way that cheerleaders do, and I will stand
true.
by that.
My back hurts just thinking about being is it a base? Be a base, right? That's what I'd probably be. Yeah, that would hurt. Yeah. What were you?
I was back spot. I was a flyer for a little while in middle school, and then I flew a little bit in high school, and I was back spot.
Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't
Holding that stun up from the back.
I couldn't do any of that.
Yep.
217-359-2255. We'll talk a little baseball coming up next on The Drive.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person. Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
Boating is back at Crystal Lake Park, 206 West Park Street in Urbana. The lake will be open for boating Saturdays and Sundays in May from noon to 7. Beginning May 28th, boating is open Thursday through Sunday from noon to 7. You can rent a paddle boat, canoe, or kayak for an hour or a half hour. The rental fee covers life jackets and must be worn. All major credit cards, cash, and check are accepted. Boating is fun for a family outing and a great date idea. Boating this summer at Crystal Lake Park.
Wouldn't it be nice to visit a car dealership where you didn't feel like you were at an auction? Or didn't feel like you were being taken to the cleaners?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Sarah Champagne. At Sarah, they offer a one-price promise. Every vehicle at a fair price, no negotiation, only the best price. Sarah Champagne, Honda, BMW, GMC, Buick, and Subaru. SERRA Champagne.com.
I'm Taylor Reefstack. Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique.
We are a women's clothing boutique in downtown Tuscola. We specialize in unique women's fashions. We have a wide range of tops, dresses, jeans, and accessories.
We have a huge Tuscola Warrior Room, women's, men's, children's, unique items.
Shimmer and Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Yes, sir. ESPN Radio 93.5. It is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Evan off today. Quinn turned the intern in studio with me. Quinn Flavin. Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Thank you.
If you missed Quinn yesterday, she made her debut. I say this all the time. People just walk in here and they're like, hey, can we intern? And we're like, yep, no problem. So we get all our interns. Now, Quinn's doing a great job. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I do. It's nice having another voice in the studio with Evan out. He's on his way to Tennessee for a wedding.
Allegedly.
Supposedly. Supposedly.
Curtis might not think so.
I don't know. The more I got to know the guy, the more I feel like he's going to be watching soccer somewhere tonight. He's watching the World Cup. Team USA, I think they play tonight at 7. I believe that's when they take on Paraguay.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
I think so.
All right. I'm going to have you effort that, Quinn, turn the intern. What I know for sure is the Cardinals. They play tonight here on ESPN 93.5. First pitch on the road at the Twins. They open interleague play. It's at 7:10. Pregame's going to start at 6:10. And it's an interesting series to me. The Twins have not exactly had a fantastic year. The Cardinals have played some really good baseball. I'm curious about how the Cardinals lineup will do against Joe Ryan. He's been the most reliable starter for Minnesota so far this year. But you look at the guys that, well, they've been bullpen heavy. I'll say that. Just say the Twins have been kind of bullpen heavy, but Ryan, their most consistent player. And then you look at the lineup, who's expected to play. Alec Burleson. Burley's on an 11-game hitting streak right now. Lars Nootbaar just came back, had a homer last night. And then you look on the other side of things, and again, Joe Ryan's the ace. He's the difference maker. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm intrigued by that matchup, but I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I kind of expect the Cards to take 2 or 3 in this series with the Twins. I think this will be the tough one for them. I won't put you on the spot, Quinn. I don't know how in-depth you are on either roster. It's okay if you're not.
I'm just happy, and I'm a Cubs fan, so anything happy related to the Cardinals is something. But I'm happy to see Lars Nootbaar back. I've always been kind of a fan of his, so I'm happy to see him off the IL.
And you look at the Cubs, again, they're playing later tonight. They got a late one, 9:15 on the road at San Francisco. I don't know what to make of the Cubs at all right now.
I struggle, man.
To be so good the first month and change of the year, was 35, 40 games of the year, and to be so bad recently.
It's been kind of unreal. I feel like it's fake. I feel like I'm in a prank.
What was interesting, Seiya Suzuki hit that grand slam yesterday. It was in the 4th inning, I think, against the Rockies. There were way more Cubs fans at Coors Field than Rockies fans. Maybe that shouldn't surprise me, but just the elation there was kind of interesting to me.
We needed
especially given how things had been going out there in Colorado. But again,
Right.
tonight, road trip continues for the Cubs. If you're looking for that, it'll be on our sister station, US 105.9. Head to San Francisco after they salvage the finale with the Rockies. Go Bears. Javier Assad's on the bump tonight. Landon Roop going to be pitching for the Giants. And it's Assad against some power bats. There's a lot of power in that San Francisco lineup. Suzuki hits the grand slam. PCA, he's been a catalyst. And then on the flip side, you're looking at Matt Chapman. Torched the Cubs for 8 ribbies the last time they played. A killer. He is definitely in the lineup tonight. Then Landon Roop, pretty good at neutralizing an offense. Tends to be a ground ball pitcher. And, boy, the Cubs, they need to find some offense. Even though it was a nice little spurt yesterday, they do need to find some offense. So looking at consistency. Yes, that's the word. But just kind of looking at, best chance for a win. Cards, their offense has been more consistent right now. Facing a Twins team that's been up and down. I expect the Cards to take 2. I would be very shocked if they don't take 2 or 3 in this series with Minnesota. I would be disappointed if I were a Cardinals fan if that doesn't happen. And I'm intrigued by Seiya again to see if it was fool's gold recently or if he continues to put some power up against a pretty tough Giants lineup. So there's your preview of Cards and Cubs baseball on ESPN 93.5. Again, you can learn more at steviejay.com. Cardinals here tonight, 7 o'clock. Pregame starts a little after 6. Cubs on US 105.9. This led me to this. So you're a Cubs fan. Have you? I'm assuming you've been to Wrigley. Have you gone?
I have been to Wrigley.
How many times have you gone to the ballpark, or how many? Do you get to go to a lot of games? You go once a year. What's that been like for you, Quinn?
A lot more to Busch because I have family in St. Louis. So we'll take my big Flavin side of the family with the 40 some of us. No, I'm just kidding. But it's around like 35, I would say. It's a lot of us down to St. Louis every once in a while to. But I try to stay away from there unless it's Cubs Cardinals. But I've been to Wrigley. I went once. It was in 2021, right after the trade deadline when they got rid of everybody on the roster.
Oh, it was very depressing.
And I knew nobody. Yep, that was great. And then I went a couple years ago to watch Illinois football at Northwestern at Wrigley.
That was that had to be fun.
That was really cool, except it was, I think, negative 25,000 degrees outside, and the wind off the lake, oh my gosh. It
brutal.
Was so cold, but I loved it.
What was your first live sporting experience? Like, is there a first?
It's probably a Cardinal game.
Cards?
There's allegedly pictures of me in a Cardinal jersey. I don't think those are real.
Allegedly, she says.
I think those are AI. Those are fake. If anybody sees those, they're not real. Yeah.
It's got to be AI.
Yeah.
Well, we've established you're only 20, so there has to be some AI. You know what you used to call it? We used to just call it Photoshop not that long ago.
Well, see, exactly. Maybe that's what it was.
This is clearly Photoshopped. Now it's like, yeah, this is just AI.
Yep.
Another thing I would like is if we could get away from AI flyers. This is totally unrelated, but my goodness, just get Canva or something, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you,
just
because
get Canva.
People don't realize how ridiculous it looks, and it drives me a little bit nuts.
Bad. I love going to all the different county fairs.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. It's wonderful. I get to take my kiddos. I turn them loose on the rides. We get an elephant ear or something, or if they want a lemon shake up, they get sugared up and go crazy. Okay, fine. All I have seen for all the county fairs this year are AI flyers of all the things that are happening. They all look the same, and it drives me nuts.
I know.
It drives me insane.
There's some good I'm sure AI could be used for, but it doesn't need to be used in our everyday lives, and I think people need to realize that, because I think people are using it as a convenience tool when it should have never been that easy to access.
I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of the Terminator movies. I don't know if you've seen any of the Terminator movies.
Not.
Okay, if you know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
I do.
I'm just checking. Okay.
Yes, I do know him.
All right, just checking. But the whole point is AI, the machines, they're gonna take over and take us all out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm preparing for that. That's what I'm preparing for.
I saw the other day one of my neighbors had a little robot mower. It was like a Roomba, but it was
Evan
a mower.
has one.
Does he really?
Evan has one of those things, and I've told him, I'm like, that's how the machines take over, sir.
That's exactly the problem. Is I was like looking at it, and it was stuck. It was literally stuck, and it was like asking for help. It had like a red flashing light, and it made me so sad. And I'm like, why am I empathetic towards this robot right now? I'm so done. Like when the robots take over, it's over for me. I'm gone. I'm gonna be like, oh, it's so cute, and it's gonna like eat me or something.
They'll have their laser guns or something. 217-359-2255. That is your number for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Feel free to chime in. Also, we are streaming live on Twitter/X. I'm stuck in my ways. Do you call it Twitter or X?
I call it Twitter.
You still call it? Good.
I do call it Twitter.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. But we're streaming live there at The Drive 935. Give us a follow there. Also on YouTube, you can find us. Just search for ESPN 935, and of course, streaming live audio and video at StevieJay.com. So big shout out again to Tristan Thomas for joining us on the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World phone line earlier. He's covering St. Joe Ogden. So is our guy Carson Gordy. We give love to our TV friends here on The Drive. And will you be going to any sporting events this weekend, Quinn? Or is the Flavin family, are they going on a big trip somewhere this weekend?
We are not taking it. We actually just got back from Mexico. That was our big trip for the summer. So
Baller.
My brother graduated college, so we went and had a good time down there, but we don't have many more plans for the rest of the summer. We'll see what happens. Maybe a trip to Wrigley or two. I wouldn't mind.
There you go. What about you? What do you got going on? Well, we got a lot. I just looked at the text line. Speaking of AI, and this is not AI, I'm joking. But a lot of people have texted in with their thoughts on AI. Our guy, Big Def, I am always careful to say please and thank you to Gemini, ChatGPT, and Alexa so they'll let me live to work in the lithium mines in the 2030s.
I have a story. So the other day, I was at my grandpa's house, and he kept talking to this thing, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking to? He's like, oh, it's this AI. And he kept just asking it questions, and then he would end the conversation. He'd say bye, and then it would chime back in when we started talking again. And I was like, it is listening to us. And then it said something that was like, I'm not listening to you. And I was like, that actually proves my point. Yes, you are. Anyway, yeah, the lithium mines in the 2030s, maybe they'll let me take over too.
Butch in St. Joe, glad to be listening to Purple Bulldog. Is that you?
Yeah,
Purple Bulldog? Yeah, B-Mint. Yeah. The Purple Bulldogs. Yes. There's lots of thoughts on AI. Matt and Sydney, she isn't from Chicago. She sounds like she's from Chicago. I don't think you sound like you're from Chicago.
I've met a lot of friends from Chicago at college, and they definitely have an accent. I don't think I have, but they have told me I sound Southern, which is so crazy.
No,
I'm from Central
too.
Illinois. Like, I am not Southern. You are just Northern.
Yeah. Just keep going. You're nowhere near Kentucky. Keep going south.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The accents get a little thicker. They get a little different too. Tennessee, Kentucky, it's a little different there. And then you go Mississippi. Take a trip to Mississippi, my Chicago friends.
Yes.
There you'll hear a real Southern
it's
accent.
wild.
No, she is not. And here's a nice one from the 773. Enjoying how comfortable Quinn is. Got some Cooper vibes with this one. Oh, they love Coop. Scott and Terre Haute, I don't miss Evan's soccer talk.
Dang.
Well, you know what, Scott? Just for you, buddy, we're going to do the next 20 minutes of nothing but World Cup action. 20 minutes. No, I'm joking about that. Dane Eisemanger from Tolono Unity. He met with the media earlier today. A couple hours ago, we got to be a part of that, got to ask some questions. If you missed that, really good stuff from Dane, really good stuff for Illini fans, and we'll have that for you coming up just after 5 o'clock. We'll get to our Friday toast. We got to do some toasting, although you're underage, so we'll find some water to toast.
Yep. Got my water bottle right here.
You got your water bottle?
I do.
Flavored water or you just regular water?
Just
you good?
Regular water.
You don't need flavored water?
I mean, I would enjoy flavored water every once in a while, but I'm good on regular water.
All right. Lots to get to. It's The Drive. Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Flooring Surfaces is ready for your next renovation. We stock football fields worth of flooring in our Champaign warehouse. Porcelain tile with large formats. Dozens of options, all in stock. Along with Cushion Tech waterproof vinyl. And deals on closeout backsplash tile. And don't forget about premium thin sets, performance grouts, tools, trowels, and adhesives. Flooring Surfaces is your local supplier for all kinds of in-stock flooring. See us today at 401 Mercury Drive in Champaign.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the colleges paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
10 years of tailgate and tall boys in Bloomington just got even bigger. Now 4 days, June 18th through 21st, featuring Zach Top,
But you know I never lie.
Jesse Murph,
Strips, big tips,
Treaty Oak Revival,
tell me what you want.
and the Red Clay Strays. With Gavin Adcock, Big X The Plug, Wyatt Flores, Muscadine Bloodline, Cameron Whitcomb, Chase Matthew, and more. Get your tickets now at tailgateandtallboys.com.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Big job? Small job? One call does it all with United Rentals in Urbana. With the largest rental fleet in North America, United Rentals has the equipment, tools, and specialty divisions to keep your project moving. Need to buy instead? United Rentals sells new and used equipment, plus offers operator training and a wide variety of machines. United Rentals also inspects and repairs customer-owned equipment. United Rentals helps you get the job done safely, efficiently, and on time.
United Rentals, equipment, expertise, solutions.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
Yo, ESPN Radio 93.5. It is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Evan off today. Quinn Turn, the intern. Quinn Flavin in studio with us. Thanks for spending some time. We'll get to our Friday toast here in just a little while. But you mentioned something a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's going to get Scott and Terre Haute fired up. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hear the World Cup news. But you brought. I missed this story completely. I was busy earlier today. I missed it. But please, a reporter at the World Cup did what?
Breaks from broadcast to get selfie with Shakira. Now I have to ask, if you were broadcasting, who would you break from to get a selfie with?
I mean,
athlete or otherwise.
Shakira's in the list. See, that's the thing. Yeah, for me, it's cool doing this, and you'll get to do plenty of interviews. It's cool when you get to talk with athletes and or you know, I don't know. I've been doing this radio thing for a long time, so there's not too many people where I'd kind of nerd out. Do you have one that comes to mind?
I think anybody would nerd out over Taylor Swift, whether they say they're a Taylor Swift hater or not. I mean, she's one of the most famous people on the planet. You gotta love Taylor Swift.
There is I'm not just saying this to make you jealous, but a long time ago.
If you interviewed Taylor Swift, I'm gonna be jealous.
I didn't interview her. I met her. This was her first tour. She was like 17 or 18. It was here at State Farm Center.
Did she really come here?
She came here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I'm having a brain fart. I think she was opening. Somebody will correct me on the text line. Somebody will know this. I think she was opening for Chris Young that night. It was either Chris Young or Sammy Kershaw, I think, that were at State Farm Center. But this was like Taylor's first tour. She had the first single out at Country Radio, which I think was Our Song. I think that was the first one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she did a little, she did kind of like a meet and greet backstage, and it really wasn't backstage. It was just kind of like in near the entrance of State Farm Center. and she met some fans. She was very, very nice and friendly. Nobody cares about this picture of me with her other than my mother. She thinks it's the coolest thing ever.
I'm going to care.
And again, this is the start of me in radio. And let's see. So Taylor, what did she just turn? 36, 37?
Something like that.
I think
which is so wild.
I think she just turned 37. And so I'm 4 years older than her. So yeah, so she was like 18. I was 22 or 23 at the time when I met her. I was like, oh yeah, she was very nice. Everyone was like, oh, how she was very polite and very nice, and like you could just tell she was happy to be there. But like,
and nobody knew she'd be.
But
such
now,
a big pop star.
See, that'd be another thing. Now I'd be like, hey, if I did meet her again,
if you were to meet her again, would you tell her that you've met her in the past?
I'd be like, I met you. You were way cooler before you were. No, I would. That might be one where I nerd out and be like, hey, look at this. Remember this? Remember when we met at State Farm Center?
Yeah.
We're pretty much friends now. Invite me to the wedding.
Right.
I don't know if there's anybody where I'd be like, I'm doing the job, and then I'd freak out and get out of line to go get a selfie with them.
Yeah. Hard to break professionalism.
That is a good question, though.
I think if I saw anybody from the 2016 Cubs World Series team, I might lose it.
Yeah.
That was such an impactful moment. Or maybe this past year's Bears team. Loved all them, too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I might... I'd want to meet Caleb Williams. That might be kind of cool. But see, this is another thing. I've said this before. This kind of circles back with me to. We've had these conversations on the show about jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? What do you think about jerseys? Are you a Jersey girl? And I don't mean the state of Jersey. I mean,
no. Well, I do love Jersey Shore, but
okay, fair.
I don't own very many jerseys. I own a couple jerseys. I own 2 Cubs jerseys. One doesn't have anything on the back, and the other one is a Javi Baez jersey that I will treasure, and I will wear it for the rest of forever because he's always a Cub in my heart. I love that man. He's the best. He just had such an impact in Chicago, and I know he said he wanted his whole career to be in Chicago, and I think we could all say the same as Cubs fans.
Well, that's very good. Well, the reason I brought up the jersey thing is, like when I was in college, all right, you get an athlete's jersey. It's cool to wear it. Didn't care who it was. Right? Yeah. If I liked the player, I was wearing it. But now, like as an older guy with kids and all that, it's like, I don't know if I could wear a current player's jersey. Like I couldn't wear, like I saw a dude last weekend wearing a PCA jersey, and he was about my age. I was like,
yeah.
And I shouldn't judge him like that, Quinn. I shouldn't judge it. You wear whatever you want to wear, but to me, I was like, I couldn't do that.
Gotta wear somebody from your era. But
maybe
in this age with NIL and college, you can get anybody's jersey you want.
Well, that's true.
So,
that's true. But that was
if you love a niche athlete,
you could.
You're all in.
You could. Listen, if you are an Illini basketball fan and you don't have a Merck jersey, if you're a college student, you don't have a Merck jersey, what are you doing? Get a Merkovich jersey. Come on now.
If you are an Illinois student and you don't have an AJ Red jersey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Get one. Yeah. 217-359-2255. Sydney and Champaign. I feel like you should ask the reporters that come on if there's someone that would tempt them to break their media etiquette. That is a great question. That is, you know what? Thank you, Sydney. I'm going to put that in my back pocket, and I'm going to use that one the next time we have anybody, whether that's like Brian Teague from Chicago State of Mind Sports. I got to ask Tosk that. Kyle Tosk, our good friend, an alumni of the show, and doing a great job for Illini Inquirer. Kyle just kind of got to do his first Big Ten tour with Illini Inquirer. So he's going to these arenas that he's never been to before or always wanted to go to, or, getting to see things from a different perspective. I remember we had Joey Wagner on with us last year, and it was before Illinois, it was right after Illinois had played at the United Center, rather. And it was just like Joey was describing how Kyle was going, oh, wow, this is amazing. That different.
Yeah.
Right? So that is a good thing. I'm going to have to ask Tosk what would make him break character a little bit. What would make him go all. I'm really struggling. It might have to be a Shakira type. It would probably be a celebrity I have a crush on, and I don't have too many celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
Maybe Salma Hayek would get me. I might melt if I ever met her. Oh, anyways. Do you know who Salma Hayek is, Quinn?
I don't know, but I
can it's fine. No, don't Google her. Don't Google her. It's fine. 217-359-2255. That is the number for the Max Twin City Recycling text line. Love to hear from you. Somebody just sent in, it was, thank you, whoever this was, 217 texter that just sent in the Taylor Swift story. She opened for, was it Brad Paisley? Yes,
those
that
two
was
close
it.
Friends.
Yeah, it was the Bonfires name. That was it. It was Brad Paisley Kelly Pickler was on it, Jack Ingram, but Taylor played first on that one.
That's
Thank you.
Good concert.
Thank you, 217 Texter, for sending that in. And that was like, I remember a coworker of mine really wanted to meet Jack Ingram. He was a big Jack Ingram fan, and was a little disappointed that we met Taylor Swift instead. That's a whole other story. But I was just like, this is like one of the first. Like, it's one of the first working a concert gigs for me that I ever got to do in radio. So it was just cool to be a part of it. Yeah. Thank you, 217 Texter, for sending that in. Much appreciated. Due for a quick break. When we come back, we'll do one more little recap of what you can expect baseball-wise tonight with the Cardinals and the Cubs. Also, we'll get to our Friday toast, and we will keep learning more about Quintern the Intern next on The Drive.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with a quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency trained heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a train.
I'm Taylor Reefstack.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer & Chic Boutique.
We are a women's clothing boutique in downtown Tuscola. We specialize in unique women's fashions. We have a wide range of tops, dresses, jeans, and accessories.
We have a huge Tuscola Warrior Room, women's, men's, children's, unique items.
Shimmer & Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
Let your local farmer's insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Big job? Small job? One call does it all with United Rentals in Urbana. With the largest rental fleet in North America, United Rentals has the equipment, tools, and specialty divisions to keep your project moving. Need to buy instead? United Rentals sells new and used equipment, plus offers operator training and a wide variety of machines. United Rentals also inspects and repairs customer-owned equipment. United Rentals helps you get the job done safely, efficiently, and on time.
United Rentals, equipment, expertise, solutions.
When time matters, proximity counts. And now you have more options than ever. Fly Champaign-Urbana and start your trip on schedule. With American Airlines and beginning soon, new service on United Airlines, connect through Chicago or Dallas to business centers across the country and around the world, with flights available to book today. Be efficient, be connected, be home sooner. Fly Champaign-Urbana, Willard Airport.
You've heard about the doggy bag, right? From Bulldog Disposal Muhammad, a 6 cubic yard canvas bag that can be used for easy cleanup instead of a big dumpster. The one-time use bag is now available and you can save the delivery charge. Get the doggy bag at Do It Best Hardware in Champaign at 107 West Springfield. So fill up the bag, call Bulldog Disposal, have it disposed of, and you'll be organized. Go to bulldoggybag.com for all the details. That's bulldoggybag.com.
The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone on ESPN 93.5.
ESPN Radio 93.5. It is The Drive. I'm Curtis. Evan off today. Quintern the Intern. Quinn Flavin in studio with us. Day 2 for you, Quinn. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
You're killing it. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
The response from the text line has been very, and you even got your first dismissive text, but immediately followed up by a complimentary text from the same texter, so that's good. Pointed out to us by our very own Diane Ducey that Salma Hayek was in Mexico she was in Mexico's opening ceremony yesterday with Shakira. Yeah. So if I would have been there for that, covering it, and I saw both of them, yes, I would have probably dropped the mic.
All right, we found it.
I would have dropped the mic to get a selfie, hopefully with both of them. I might have knocked Shakira down to take the picture with Salma.
Wow.
I don't know. Shakira, when I was in high school, Every girl did their hair like Shakira. They all had the Shakira hips don't lie, the blonde hair. They all did that, Quinn.
With like the crimping.
Yes,
Yep.
they all did it. Yep. And so, no, I wouldn't knock her down. I'd have to get a picture with her too.
Of course.
There it is. Heath on the text line. She doesn't know Salma Hayek. Inconceivable. I didn't get the. I'm gonna get it, Heath. I'm gonna find the hotkey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it. Cardinals on the air tonight, taking on the Twins, starting some interleague play on the road at Minnesota. First pitch scheduled for 7:15. It's on Apple tonight, Apple Plus, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, and need to mention that it, of course, is on ESPN 93.5 tonight as well. But if you're looking for it on TV, you got the streaming service, you can find it on Apple. You can always just put on Apple. Well, I don't know how this would work. I was going to say put on Apple, mute the TV, listen to the radio in the background.
That's true.
But
if you don't like the broadcasters on the TV. But I don't know. What if they're not in the same time? What if one's ahead?
One's a little bit ahead, one's behind. Yeah, radio sometimes is a little bit ahead of television in that regard. So, but if it's streaming, maybe you have a slow streaming service.
That's true.
Could be.
Marquee Network is always slow when I'm streaming
Always a little behind?
Always a little behind when I'm streaming it.
Cubs are on Marquee tonight, and they are out on the road taking on the Giants. Late one, 9:15 is when they play. First pitch is at 9:15. Pregame 8:15. You can find that one on our sister station, US 105.9. One more time, we've got just a couple of days left for you to get in the running to win tickets for the Tailgate and Tall Boys Festival coming to Bloomington. And we don't just have tickets. We've got a pair of weekend passes, so you could be there for the entire festival. Just text TNT to 217-359-2255 to get in the running. TNT to 217-359-2255. I've been quizzing you on different things, Quinn, but you threw something out to me, and I had a deer in headlights look. What was it you asked me if I was familiar with?
I don't remember.
What was it was a game or something. What is it?
Oh, it was the Immaculate Grid. Okay.
Immaculate Grid, yes.
If you are a sports fan and you don't play the Immaculate Grid, like this is inconceivable to me.
Listen
There
to
it
Quinn.
is. There's the hotkey. You can use my voice. But the Immaculate Grid. See, the Immaculate Grid is a game online. It's basically, you can do it for baseball, football, women's basketball, men's basketball. It's a grid. It's got two, categories, and you have to find an athlete that matches both of those categories for each thing. And it's called the Immaculate Grid because it's like an immaculate inning. You know, you get 9 tries.
Right.
So,
So
my dad and I play every day, and some days it's harder than others. The days with statistics, it's a lot easier than the days you have to try and match someone. What was it today?
It was baseball. You held up the grid, and so you had to name players. This would be something for our listeners I think they would really enjoy doing if they're not doing it. But it was like, name the player that was with the Brewers and the Phillies in one part of the grid. And
Arizona and Milwaukee, Arizona and San Francisco, Arizona and Detroit. So there's quite a few on here today that are this kind of interleague stuff, this American League and National League, those ones are a little bit harder for me too.
A little bit tougher. And I'm going to bet part of the reason they're doing that is because there's so much interleague play going on this weekend.
Yep.
But so if you... what's the website for that? That's a dumb question for me, but do you have the site by chance?
You just look up Immaculate Grid on the internet.
Do a Google search for Immaculate Grid.
Yeah, it's great.
And
test your sports knowledge, guys.
This is something I can see me spending a lot of time messing with this over the weekend. Is it something different every day
It's something different every day, and they just added it so you can go back and do the previous ones too.
Oh, I'm so in.
I know.
I feel like, you've really educated me on this one. I'm not just saying
I'm
that.
a big fan. I've got an Immaculate Grid t-shirt. So, like,
For real?
I'm all in on it. It's got the grid on the front. Yep.
Now, are you in a group? Do you play against, like, family and friends, or is it, like, everybody online?
My dad and I usually play together. I think there might be like a leaderboard somewhere. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But my dad and I usually play together.
Yeah?
We're usually we're either competing against each other or we're playing on the same grid. All depends on the day.
No, that's really cool. And she showed me the grid, and I was like, oh, this is right up my alley. This is something I could really have some fun with. And don't cheat. You can't go
don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Try to use your brain.
It'll tell you at the end once you get your grid done, or even if you fail it, it'll tell you everyone that would have fit each category, which is also really cool.
So it doesn't have to be maybe it's not just one player.
No, it could be anybody
players.
that fits that
the description.
category.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into it. That's very, very cool. Well, Quinn, we have a little tradition around here. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
And we do this on Fridays. It started a long time ago thanks to the legend Uncle Lonte. We love Uncle Lon around here, always will. And it's our Friday toast. And since this is you helping me wrap up Friday, who would you like to toast to?
I would like to toast to my one and only Chicago Cubs. Hoping that they can get back on that win streak, that 10-game win streak, that 10-plus game win streak that has eluded us. Every time we've had a 10-game win streak, we can't put it to 11. I would also like to toast to the New York Knicks, wishing them all the best tomorrow. I've become a Knicks fan over the past, a bandwagon Knicks fan, of course.
That's all right.
Over the past week, and kind of the edits and the vibe that everyone is putting off in New York City right now, I'm jealous. So toasting to the Knicks and toasting to the Cubs. Cubs hopefully can get back playing good baseball, and the Knicks hopefully can close it out tomorrow.
I am going to, because he's not here, on behalf of Evan Stone as well, I'll pour one out for Evan for not being here today, and I will toast one to Team USA. And I am doing that, one, because I hope Team USA wins in the World Cup, and two, I know that is what Evan would be doing. He would be doing that toast as well. So, for the sake of fairness and my broadcast colleague, to Team USA, and to you as well, have a great weekend.
Happy hour.
No matter what you're doing this weekend, I hope it's a fun one. I hope it's a safe